This is what I get for plugging in other audio devices. Hello, and good day to yous. Welcome to Spirit Hunter Deathmark. How are our audio levels looking right now? Is maybe a little quiet? Hard to say, though, without anything happening. Yep. Hooray for yet another game that I have to run with my phone. Okay, we're all set. Let us dive into a new game. So a little bit of context. I have played a bit of the first chapter of this game sometime back in January, so I might get some of the earlier puzzles a little faster. Hey, want to hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Heroes song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope. She just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? Actually, this is pretty loud. Let me go do an audio check here. Now, I'm not in the best state right now because I'm a wee bit tired, so yeah, let's turn that down a bit. This should hopefully be alright. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her. But when he did... Ah, I can see her hand, she's fine. You gotta move a little bit further beyond that bookshelf. The only thing left was her arm. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. Was she known to have a very odd scar of like a band across her forearm? That doesn't seem very proper for a teacher. A scar. Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. Yeah, scar, not tattoo. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Mickey's leg, too. Huh? Mickey? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. Hey, he got it too. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Yeah. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Reciting poetry, are we? A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. My head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. This does feel like free-form poetry. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Saya Cujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Cujo Mansion, then. Cujo Mansion. Saya Cujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. I see this prompt here, and I'm wondering if I can click on it, but no. It's a strange scar. When did that... I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. And there's strange eldritch mist surrounding it, too. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in a second-floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. I should have gotten a water. I'm thirsty. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they soundproof this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Nothing to see here, just a doll. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Girl, blank-eyed, staring at you from the darkness? Yeah, let's call them out. Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. Approach them. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. Oh, closed your eyes now? Don't want to talk? If she can't see me, I'm not here, right? It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least, it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse. Great. I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? I would call out again in a more firm tone now that you're closer first, but let's commit. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. Ice cold and hard, right? I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, Now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. Yeah, how many times is this gonna ring? Pretty late, so... what, like 10 times? Yeah, it's just a clock. I'd like to find out what time it is. I pause and wait for the clamor to end. It doesn't seem to be stopping. Maybe it's broken. Guess I'll go take a look at it. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach toward the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? Did you get a chance to open the case before that happened? That slight judder could be enough. All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. A little messy in here. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent, this metallic tang. Lightning flashes, and I catch a glimpse of something. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Get a better look at what it is. Don't scare yourself now. It's exactly what it is. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. Who dat? Who are you? Just my imagination. Whew. In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least, I'd really much prefer it if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the ruin in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. A large doll sits on a couch. Her arms had much cleaner joints before, but like no joints. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to Kujo Mansion. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one I found when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Is she the greeter? Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I am sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master Sayakujo was unable to escape from the mark then. Sayakujo? Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? It's redder now? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Sayakujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master. But I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? That was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Hey, same, bro. This coffee's not helping. Why? Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. So you don't know my name, then? Why would she? Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely that you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. I don't know, I don't really believe in labels. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Enter Protag's name. I mean, if you've got one in place for me, I'll just take it. Yashiki sounds fine. As does Kazuo. Oh, and I can determine how I look. Disheveled with glasses? Yeah. What do you mean it can't be changed later? I can get contacts and shave. I'm Kazuo Yashiki. Although if this is Japanese, should I introduce myself as family name before given name? Understood, Lord Yashiki. I guess it's westernized. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. If I press the log here, no, that just shows me what's been said. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. Oh, I can click on it too. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I am afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Yashiki, you will die this very dawn. Man, I don't even have like 8 hours. Better get moving. My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall drawing myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. She seems to have answers. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Yashiki. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, sure, kinda. Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only 2 paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, My time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? I don't know, you kind of look like you might have been a detective. If that's your intuition poking through. This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Life or death? Live or die. Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in death. There's limited time, and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, but also careful in finding the right answer. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing Q, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. W will display previous dialogue. Activate auto mode. Can hide with X if I ever want to get a better view of the scene. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death, or struggle against the mark? Well, I guess I might as well fight. It's gonna be a really quick game otherwise. Could make up a lot of time that I lost on Parasite Eve. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Yoshiki. Then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. Oh, a knock comes from the door. Who'd come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other mark-bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Yoshiki. I do apologize, but could you go and greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. I moved to the front door to greet our guests. Yes, just let the doll scrape herself across the floor to open the front door. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. All eccentric? Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler. No, I'd expect to find them late at night, especially one who believes in occult stuff. And a small boy. Okay, that one's odder. These kids of the mark? No way. We came to see Professor Kujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I am here in her mansion. I'm her boyfriend. Let's go with... They're going to expect me to know stuff about her if I answer either of these things. How believable is that? Well, let's just go with relative. Oh, so you're her older brother. Your eyes do look kind of similar. She seems to know Sayakujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. Coin necklace, chakra bracelet, talismans, voodoo dolls. The binoculars at night are an odd choice. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Oop Arts Monthly. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Oh, ooh. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what this article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. He must feel embarrassed about that. Fucking know-it-all bratty kids. But, Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up. Your scar scares you. I mean, sudden, very specific scars appearing on the body are quite alarming. Occultic or not. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Cujo Mansion. What? It spoke! With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So it must be happening to him, too. Hey, Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Saya Kuja was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Yoshiki. Ooh. Don't trust the bloody child. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy all the schools in H-City are talking about? Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes... Give me that red stuff, then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to the corpse is a single rose. A rose dripping with blood. So, be a child and insult the ghost. Got it. Rumors can be easily manipulated, passing from one person to another. Assumptions and errors mix in, but they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. I mean, she was there specifically looking to Hanahiko, I imagine. Knowing whether they found them would be good to know. Let's confirm. I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Kujo wrote about. Was Hanahiko there? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. Okay. Why were you there? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school, since it's been closed down. Yeah, there shouldn't really be any need for security at a closed school. Just hop the gate, if it even has one. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost. But there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe... Sakasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen at a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. What is the relation between H and T Elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. H City has T School? Okay. When does this happen? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. Do elementary schools go that late? I know around here that, like, buses start returning at, like, 3. No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. It can't be just a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared. For their sake, as well as yours. That's all well and good, but... what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? So, Moe didn't actually step in front of a mirror, but got cursed. And... God, what was his name? Tsukasa? Yeah. She specifically heard reports of people seeing a ghost at, was it H school? So that seems like a better call. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. That too, yes. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title. I'd have no excuse if I got caught. Want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? She's an expert on the cult. And probably best I don't go out after dark alone. Buddy system. Are we gonna have to bring Tsukasa as well? Is he gonna be okay here with just a paraplegic doll? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong? Or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. That's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation. But the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask that you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Based on what? Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Select a mark bearer. Oh yeah. Hey, mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary's told us? If your memory's getting worse all the time, we don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. Even if I wasn't losing my memory, having all of that on paper to visualize it is decent advice. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it from your bag. Consult if you need help. Save at the mansion or haunts. Return to the title screen from the bag to load. Then choose to continue. Okay. Please head to H Elementary and investigate Hanahiko. Choose whether to bring Lady Moe or Lord Tsukasa with you. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. And do not waste time dawdling. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary, blah 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 blah. Oh, I have a letter opener. And it's got infinite uses. Pure silver letter opener taken from the mansion's hall. A beautiful woman's face is engraved on the handle. Blade isn't sharp, but it can handle soft items. It's got a... it's got a attacked prompt. Okay. Sure. Record of the things that have happened. Case files and the people I've met. Oh, I didn't notice the flying saucer. I have stats? Huh. Okay. Well, let's take the occult lover along with us to the abandoned school. Maybe save. First, we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. Do you want to test out that theory on one of these bicycles first? Part of that is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. Did I even look in my wallet? She's right about that. But our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it. Assuming I ever got one. Now I'm even more worried. How old were you again? Do you have a license? Just drive safe, okay? Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to drive or not. Oh man, look at those dials. That is an old car. But the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I'd expected. It's now easy to guide this monster down the road. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter in my head. Hey, mister. Moy pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? You've been experiencing it too, you should know. I guess mine are more personal. That's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they all go at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I'd hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what it was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. In that sense, rather than the memories vanishing, it's like everything's being painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of the tires on the road. Then thoughts start popping into my head again, one after another. I know we have to check out that mirror, but what else should we investigate? What do you think? Moe glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How the hell am I supposed to know what we're doing? Aw, please? I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint and be a good example. That's definitely how I really feel. I stare down at the steering wheel. The doll in the mansion. Mark bearers. The mark. Spirits. And the mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all of the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist, like it's trying to warn me. My brain might not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. That death is closing in. If that's happening isn't the problem anymore. It's more, how long do I have left? How much longer is it? I almost yelled, but I managed to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? It's closer than I thought. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. At any time, it could. It's a lot closer than you think. Looming ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact. The walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. A thick chain is in front of the main gate to keep people from going in. Hey, you there! Not another step. Hello, officer. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught. This property belongs to the city. No one's allowed inside, didn't you know? Or are you up to something? A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? It's haunted? Can you confirm this, sir? Well, that's what the rumors are saying anyway. It's a giant pain. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous, after all. The guard sighs. Anyway, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here. Please leave. Okay? Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way into the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers, Damn, there wasn't a guard when I snuck in here before. We better not get caught. Moving around a haunt. Sure. Map shows which way you're facing and where you can go. Can I use No, I probably can't use WASDA for this. Darn. Okay, well, we can start exploring now, but before that, I need to take a break to go get some water and maybe go to the washroom, so I would advise you to do the same while you have the chance. And we will be back in just a few minutes. Maybe I'll be able to talk again. Hello, I am back. And the game is missing. That maybe fixed it. Oh, this is why I hate multiple video inputs. Is that still visible? Yes. No, wait, back to shit. Dashboard. There we go. Oh, and hello, Ludlow. Thank you for the raid of yourself. How you doing? Neighbors trying to cut down on their sugar, so guess who got donuts? Tim Hortons does it better. But I won't complain with free. Oh man, this is maybe like a two-hand thing right now. Or maybe not. Headed to the entrance. Pushing open the doors, I head inside. Whoa, it's so dark. I can't see anything like this. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use the flashlight. But if we use the flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about it, I guess. Anyway, that mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right on the staircase. Investigating a haunt. Use the cursor, shine the flashlight, and press A. Pressing S ends the search. Gremlin. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No! Oh, there's something there. There are platforms of broken wooden slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when we step on them. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. A half-torn poster. It says lost and found in large letters at the top. Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing something. Flyer containing warnings and a list of contacts. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase. Thank you. Don't have a full body mirror on the stairs, then. Independent research presentation. First floor multi-purpose classroom. Come check it out. Wow, that presentation takes me back. Anyway, the mirror on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. The ceiling is filthy, and the fluorescent lights are broken. Alright, appears to be all that's here. Huh? As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find a little black rabbit. Aw, a bunny. It's so cute. Was it the school pet? I'm pretty sure that thing's just wild, sweetheart. The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes toward the eastern end of the school. Which we're headed to? What's the orientation of the school? Aw, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? Yeah, right. The Black Rabbit. Oh, mysterious Black Rabbit appeared in front of us. Encounter so many strange things. An odd bunny doesn't faze me at all. It's just a rabbit, man. Though this paralyzing dread might be a bit concerning. Anyway, first we have to find that mirror. Looks like something smashed the fluorescent lights. They're shattered beyond repair. Well, that's all that's here. Oh, but I might be able to enter that classroom. Actually, if I recall, stuff appears differently if you approach it from different angles. It's an abandoned desk. The fallen desk is slightly rusty. I turn the desk around and stick my hand inside. I got a hard hat. I doubt that's very useful. The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. Nothing on the whiteboard. Or blackboard. Nothing on the floor. Yeah, we've had erasable surfaces for so long now that I forget that we used to use chalk. Hey, Leather, like I said, I got a donut, so I'm doing pretty well. Well, it's making it hard to play this game. Ah, good. How are you enjoying it? Ah, jam-filled. Yeah. Need a napkin. You're on a roll. Yeah, it seems like third playthrough speed that you're going there. The broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. The floor tiles have peeled off, leaving the bare concrete. The door is locked. The keyhole isn't rusted over. If I had a key, I could open it. It's a locked door. And that's all that we see here. Ooh. Yeah, I got 2 more donuts. You can come over here if you want them. Oh. Oh, now I'm all sticky. Okay, re-energized. Back to it. The
Fire door is rested shut and won't move. Climbed the stairs. Hey, I examined those stairs. I didn't climb them yet. Climb the stairs. Stop climbing things! We climbed up the stairs to the second floor. I feel something soft squish under my heel. I quickly pick up my foot and shine my light down. Snakes! The hallway is covered with poisonous snakes. Moe lets out something close to a shriek upon seeing them. Eee! Snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. Very lucky. Don't see anything else around here. This is it. It's the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure of it. Huh. Just then, a dull pain runs through my wrist. Like something is biting into my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I keep talking with Moe. Certainly looks normal. Yeah. What should we do? It's a dirty mirror. All the stains make it hard to see your reflection. Well, I'm not supposed to put my hands on it, but if I want to clear up that dust... I face forward and silently wipe the gray mirror with my hand. As I expected, I can't make anything out. All I see is my own shadow reflected as a vague, shadowy lump. Yeah, I need a backlight, man. Or, You need to throw the light on yourself so it can reflect to the mirror, so it can reflect to your eyes. Oh, God, it's still covered in... Impromptu hand washing. There. Yeah, we are playing a visual novel. We started this back in January, and I kind of forgot about it, so we're trying again. My shadow sways in the mirror. At least, that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow moved because I had. But the next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something is in the mirror. Moe yelps and steps back. Well, that confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Live or die. Hey, am I pretty? Well, as an adult, I shouldn't say anything. So, I can't tell? Don't say that out loud, man. Oh, wrong. If I only had that red stuff. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? I'm the tallest in my class. He lied. Guess I should have just said no. I've been lying to everybody else so far. Big people aren't allowed in school. Suddenly, the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now, I can't see. No more big people here. The figure disappears. Success didn't die. scream echoes from the other side of the school. Moe sinks to the floor. I gasp in panicked disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. What was that? That was probably Hanahiko. I couldn't say it. The words stick in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. More water. That's the ticket. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost, but to see one that clearly. Moe seems shaken to the Moe seems to shake the encounter off and return to normal. Blech. The water's not helping. I still got mush mouth. Hanahiko's words swirl around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from where we were just moments ago. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Oh, anyway. That scream. What was that? The guard we met outside? I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something wherever he is, too. It sounded like it came from far away, a ways down the hallway. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screamed like that... something might have happened to him. All the more reason to move with impact, with reason. Right as I respond, I hear someone whisper in my ear. Purify with red. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mister? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Oh boy. It's a cracked mirror. It's hard to see a reflection. And then I cut my hand. I run my finger down the cracks. Moe watches me worriedly, but nothing happens. Well, looks like it's fine. There's cracks in the mirror. There's nothing else particularly odd about it. And nothing fell to the floor in this area. Okay, back down we go. Back down. There we go. And I never actually tried going in this room, but yeah, it appears to be locked. Anything new here? Nope. A crow! A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside. Pretty big crow. Maybe it's a raven. That light's still broken. Nothing here. Door's locked. Keyhole isn't rusted over. If I had a key, I could open it. The rain coming in from the broken window is making the floor cold and damp. The lights on the ceiling are silent and dark without power. Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? This one's locked. This one might not be, though. The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. It's an abandoned desk. It's a desk like you'd find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. Guess that goes to show how durable school desks are. Yeah, they're back from that time where things could survive a nuclear blast and come out mostly unscathed. I stick my hand inside and feel around. A plastic bottle. I can fill it with red. There's nothing in the bottle. Well, it might come in handy. There's a hole in the wall. I can see something stuck deep inside. Go touch it. I stick my arm in, but the hole gets narrower the further in I go. I can't reach what's inside. Moe, you got thin little arms. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Yep. What's with all these holes in the wall? Well, water bottle. Continuing on. I hear a noise like something slamming against the door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. Hey, it's our friend, the cop. Or the patrol officer, I guess. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and something comes flying out. Moe screams and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some kind of plant covers half of his face. The part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it, it's that guard. What the hell happened? Thorns are eating my face. It hurts. What's going on? Moe sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. Good work on his part. The guard suddenly rushes toward the entrance. And then, silence falls once more. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help them up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But, mister, that guy... Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling someone was standing behind him. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes for us, why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe doesn't notice. The moment I put my hand on the knob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. More ruined floor? Yep. No. I'm done looking at that. Broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. Nope, no plants in here now. The staff room is chaos. The furniture is upended, and the walls are Was there a fire here or something? There are black scorch marks everywhere. Moe looks relieved as they come out from behind me. Whoa, it's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. The wall near the window was burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. As I search the burnt post, something falls from the top of it. A worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Oh, good. Some soul power to make up for that mistake earlier. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. The more soul power you have, the easier it will be to survive a deadly choice. Huh? The door's over there, too. It looks like it goes to another room. Well, that's all that's there to find in this room. I want to look at the, Oh, I can see her stats. How important are these? Yellow hard hat for a child. It's got holes and is missing its padding, so it's likely not very effective. It can be forced on an adult with effort. Yeah, how use? I guess it's just a puzzle item. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. I think it's a school journal. The paper's deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything catching my eye. It's a massive wooden cabinet. It looks really old. The corners of the doors are rounded off. I pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. I feel like I saw this cabinet before, and the answer was just to, like, open it from the other side or something? There's a cardboard box on top of the cabinet. I think I can reach it. Something's written in marker on the side of the box. Lost and is illegible, but the rest of the letters are smudged. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Lipstick, red pen, and girls' slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. Gee, thanks, kid. Old lipstick found in the lost and found box. The red color really pops. It's been used enough that there's not much left. Red pen with a cute character on the side. The cap is missing, but the ink isn't dry yet, so it can still be used. Children's slippers made of red rubber. There are traces of the owner's name on it, but it's stained and illegible. Why all these red things go missing? Oh, wait, I think I remember now. Use the letter opener to pry it open. Well, what should I do with it? Can't think of a way to use it. Ah. Did I have to examine it first? No. There's a door cut into the floor. Is it some kind of storage area? It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through it. The metal handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but I'm unsuccessful. For this, if I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squat down by the door. My mark bites into my wrist again. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you gonna see what that is? I'll, check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. There's definitely something beneath our feet. But we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. Oh, that's all that's here. I want to check out the end of the hall, though. Hello. Another door. There's a fire door. The paint is peeling from the fire door, revealing rust underneath. When I open the side door, all I find is a wall. I'm about to give up and close the door when I notice something stuck to the back of it. A worn-out talisman. Up to 2,000 soul power. It's like all my mistakes of one didn't matter. Well, no mirror on these stairs. Pieces of concrete litter the floor. I think they came from the walls. Yep, nothing here. More snakes. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going. We decide to go back to the landing. I want to try something with that mirror back here. Oh, and maybe go look for that guard, see if he's okay. It's an emergency alarm. The light on the alarm is very faint. Something might be wrong with it. This thing still has power? I open it up and shine the flashlight to see if there's anything inside. Another talisman. Yeah, not much else here. Did I look in this before? Battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Well, if I did, there's nothing there. Fire door is rusted shut. Continue up the stairs. Let's try using the lipstick on the mirror. Hanahiko mentioned red stuff. An idea hits me. I try holding the lipstick to the mirror, but nothing happens. I was gonna try drawing on it, but if maybe the red pen? How about some shoes for your toesies? Alright, well, that didn't work. Back down the way we came. How did I get into that cabinet? Maybe the pen is better for prying in there? Nope. No clue. Alright, let's go in. Oh, I guess just feel. The metal handle is retracted into the door. Yeah, you know about this. Use the letter opener. Well, I got nowhere else to go, man. There's snakes upstairs and nothing outside. Do I not have permission to check that yet? I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Corners of the door are rounded off. I feel like I should be able to pry something in there, but it's not giving me that option. Stick it in the hole. What the heck, main? I feel like I had this problem last time, too. Use the hard hat. I don't know. Use the lipstick. Use the slipper. Use the plastic bottle? I don't friggin' know. Huh. I don't remember how I solved this problem. Maybe there's something in one of these side rooms for me. Oh, wait. I can't quite reach, but I stick the letter opener in the hole and scrape out the item that was stuck inside. Oh, a talisman. Well, it's nice, I guess. So that's all that's in here for me then. This one should still be locked. Doesn't seem like the guard opened that on his way screaming out. There's nothing at the entrance of the school. I'm just allowed to leave. Stop clicking on it. Into a classroom. Out of a classroom. This one's locked, probably. Nothing else has been left for me here. Are the snakes gone? Use the hard hat and bash into the wall. Nah. Break off a piece of glass with a letter opener. Nah. Paint the wall. No. Snakes. Yep, still here. Is it necessary to check my journal for something? Purify with red. Guard met at the school was one who screamed. Oh, darn. No, want to go down the stairs. Did he happen to leave something on the ground when he was running away? Definitely nothing here.
Use the lipstick to purify the cabinet.
Nothing from a repeated prompt. I could tell you if you were smart enough to ask further questions. So, wait, what was that? What's this? Something stuck in the hole for the screw. The door and the cabinet itself have a different prompt. That's what it is. But it doesn't highlight it. That's stupid. It seems that the wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something to open that door. Something stuck in the hole for the screw. Seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. Now I use the letter opener. If I can shove it in, I might be able to pop whatever's stuck in the hole. That's the idea, at least. But nope, it won't fit at all. The knife is too big. How about a pen? Wow, you've got skills. Is it that surprising? Anyway, I need to focus. Suddenly, the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issues. There's a red tube inside. A flare! Ooh, that's quite handy. A flare? What's that for? It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. I should probably have a flare or reflective material of some sort in my car. I got matches and a series of flashlights. That's pretty good. Oh, but I should probably check the batteries. Huh. Okay, then. But... Moy picks up something off the floor. It's a thorn about as long as my pinky finger. That's what was in the hole. That's got to come off of, like, some large vine. This is so not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. What? Why'd you turn off the light? That wasn't me. I didn't turn it off. It just went off. What was that noise? Hey, mister, what was that noise? Shh. Be quiet. It's a struggle to not yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR on this thing. But finally... Got it. The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time. Nowhere to run. Calm down. I need to find a way out of this. Quickly. We're running out of time. A way to survive. We've got to hurry. Letter opener. Oh, that flare's got one use. Appropriate. I pull out the letter opener. But I can't think of what to... Okay. Feel. Metal handle is retracted into the door. No use. Hurry up! I take out the letter opener and shove it in. I might be able to get the handle out this way. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for just a second. But I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads down under the floor. Get in. I shove Moe into the hole. Then I slide down into the darkness after them.
Ew. Dead body.
I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grip my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Something shuffling around above my head. If we had stayed there just a few more seconds. I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. The brand calls for you. I can hear anxious panting. Moe must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard I can see it from the corner of my eye. I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. You didn't have a letter opener.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore.
Thank God. I thought we were done for this time.
Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath a school.
Can you turn on the light?
Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. The scene captured in the light of the flashlight sends shivers down my spine.
What?
Moe slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene more horrible than anything I've seen before spreads out before us. You don't have a lot of memories, so it's not really fair. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. Mummified corpses in anguish, covered by plants? Yeah. They all look to be in a death throe, fearing whatever's coming after them. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. It looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those roses? Strange, sharp thorns in the thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. Ooh. I see a woman's body trapped by roses. Didn't realize this was going to be an H game. What is this? The tragedy that happened in this room. It's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it.
Roses? What are they doing here?
Did someone plant them? Moe's voice brings me back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them I saw some waking dream. I scramble to remember the conversation. That's right. I saw the rose vines, then... Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But... why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured by the roses, like I saw in that vision?
Eh.
Moe screams. What's wrong?
Something moved. See? Over there. Back in there.
No. Is something hiding in here? There's a dried up corpse. The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. Touch it. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. There's a dried up corpse. Body is twisted in an odd position as if it's still in pain. Search the corpse. Don't find anything. Search the corpse. Don't find anything. Search the corpse. Don't find anything. Stop touching things. Make me. Something flashes within the vines by its feet. Round hand mirror. Looks like a gift for a young woman. A mirror? I guess someone was here after all. I think several someones were here once upon a time. There's a bed with a metal pipe frame. The mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here, and for a long time, too. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. Vinyl sheet? Might want to wash that off. It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. But when I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded as I stare at the blood-stained bedsheet. No, just sheet. Something murmurs in my ear, as if in reply. Their blood denies him. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. There it is again. Something's there. Moe's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know? I'm just a regular human being. Hello there, you creepy man hiding under the bed. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat, much like you. A person? What were you doing under there? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, I was hiding over there. His answer is believable enough. But why is he at this school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. It seems he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. We better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at the crime scene. I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor, but when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashita's calling to us from down the hallway. Was it like this when you guys came through? Moe pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all.
Oh, pretty. Is it prom? prom season on the way? At a elementary school?
Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. So we're just taking this guy back to the mansion with us? I thought we weren't supposed to talk to no one! Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashida is. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs in the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all of my stuff. I know you're a detective and all, but I don't think you have a warrant to look through my personal belongings. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Always seems like the type to stick her nose in everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh, yeah, just zoning out. You know, I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not on the force anymore. Just poking around for my own reasons. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. Well, the dude's retired. He's not employed by any sort of government. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashida interrupts my question and points to my arm. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes. It hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh. Is that so? Mashida leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students and their family members. I was looking for them. Then, Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? Is her mark? Mashida doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer is obvious, or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth its time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious, then... Of course, I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing a subordinate. That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. I probably dug up something he didn't want getting out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. True, the school did have that suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. That would be common sense, at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. A spirit. Might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Mashida sighs deeply. Who'd believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. On his skin is the familiar mark. Yeah, why else would he ask if your scar hurts? You too? Yeah, I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. At Kujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help him a bunch. Oh, is that Moe? But Mashida scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. I underestimated you! Star Fox is forever going to be burned into my psyche. When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others? This is everyone. Not everyone. Huh, what a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, are you all planning on continuing to search for the key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is this spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. How do you kill that which is already dead? Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it would work that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill a spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. Where does all that confidence come from? Ego! Don't forget, I've faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashida grasps his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get in close to him. We have to make that a priority. Mashida pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashida about Kujo Mansion. He takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? You're on the force long enough, you get desensitized to most things. Supernatural is a nice change of pace, but just another day. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason, I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. That man is a mark-bearer too, I see. Would you make the introductions? I update Mary on her investigation and the strange way we met Mashida. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashida's arm, too. But... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashida says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, Yoshiki. Damn it. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashida's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me. Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages.
Oh, you pressing flowers?
The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H Elementary's principal. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young adopted boy's tutoring sessions. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty, red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. They took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night, once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It is of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there's no malice or hatred. There's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. But going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? Sakasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. You children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults and the poor boy who became a victim. That's not what I'm concerned about with right now, though. But is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, and the boy turned into a monster, is that even possible? A curse, a plague on your entire school. Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end.
Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar.
Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death.
Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis.
Mary is silent a moment. Then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashida.
Incidentally, according to Lord Yashiki's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do.
Why's that? I could see Mashida narrow his eyes, but made sure to speak up first.
They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment.
So, what does that mean?
It is as I told you before. Death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated.
So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark, setting aside how he can't be killed. What exactly is the key, then?
It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key, that will decide your fate.
I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are.
Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful.
Secret of the underground room! Gross! Nest!
She just repeating herself? Key to spirit should be within H Elementary. Fate has tied him to that school. However, even I do not know what form it will take. Their blood denies him. Plastic sheet found in H Elementary's underground room. It's so stained with dried blood that it's impossible to tell what its original color was. Check the underside? It's got a range of long. Metal hand mirror with flower and bird designs on the back. The mirror surface is cloudy, but it's still usable. An emergency item that was stored in the storage room. The outside is deteriorated and the label is smudged. It hasn't expired yet, so it can still be used. Provided there was no water damage to that cabinet. Save. There we go. What is the time? Sure, let's get going. So it looks like Moe is taking a rest right now. So we've got to continue back to H Elementary to solve this case. Kind of want to save Tsukasa for his own school, so I guess we're palling up with Mashida? Hey, wait! Mashida appears as we're getting ready to leave. Bad news. That high school girl. Miss Moe is gone. At least, she's nowhere in the mansion. Speaking of which, I didn't see her when we were talking to Mary in the hall either. Maybe she ran away. That doesn't make sense. What would she accomplish by doing that? Running away from the mansion will make her mark disappear. It could be her form of escape. Many kill themselves if they know they're going to die. Or maybe something happened to her. Like the spirit's curse. Moe saw Hanahiko in the mirror at the school, so she's the mark bearer with the strongest connection. It's possible that he zeroed in on her, just like Tsukasa said. But there's nothing we can do. Let's get ready to go. Yeah, we can't really do anything right now. Even if something happened to Moe. If we can get the marks to vanish, that should save her too. Let's head out. We're going back to H Elementary. Did I choose a partner? We've come back to H Elementary. I know full well that in the end this place is just a school. Let's go. Tsukasa nods silently and steps forward. Oh, is that who we ended up with? Partner. Mashida. There we go. Platforms of broken wood. Lights are still broken. Posters are still there. Shurek is still covered in dirt. Nothing else in the main hall right now. Let's head back to that staff room. We saw it earlier, but the hallway is completely transformed. Careful of the thorns. They aren't your run-of-the-mill rose thorns. Wait. Something's there. Mashida suddenly speaks up. Where? Something sparkling by the window ledge. The window? All I see are rose vines. I may as well check it out, though. Is there a kid down there? I didn't see him. Weathered floor, locked door. Something's glinting over by the window. Looks like something's buried in the rose vines. There's definitely something there. I didn't notice it before. No, maybe it wasn't there yet when we passed through here earlier. There was a guard that got killed, yeah? It's probably his. Maybe. It might have fallen on the floor and been lifted up by the vines. It's only now that it's high enough to be spotted. If it belonged to the guard, then it could come in handy while we're investigating. He was in charge of watching this building, after all. Let's check it out.
Going off the reflection, it's probably metal. I think I can get it if I stick my hand in there. Do I have something that would make that easier to do without hurting myself? Like a letter opener? I take out the letter opener and cut the vines that are in the way. This is my favorite tool. It's basically just kind of like a stabbing knife. But I guess it's sharp enough on the edges that I can cut away rose vines? Ah, it's not too hard. Takes some effort, but I finally managed to reach the metal object. Got a key ring. Yep, it's just as we thought. These definitely belong to the guard. Those are employee keys. We should be able to get into every... Oh, she just suddenly cuts off mid-sentence. What's wrong? Nothing. I just lost my train of thought all of a sudden. It slipped my mind is all. Let's keep investigating. Locked door. Open. Ooh. Spooky, scary. It's an abandoned desk. It's a desk like you'd find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. I stick my hand inside and feel around. Something pokes my finger. I grab it and pull it out. A wire umbrella. That just looks like trash to me. But if you want it, then I'm not going to stop you from taking it. An umbrella found in the multi-purpose room. Only the wires are left. The steel wires are heavy but durable. Ah, that's what they mean by a wire umbrella. I guess it's a umbrella skeleton? Nothing else on the floor. Nothing on the ceiling. Research. An umbrella that withstands a typhoon. Skull project, eh? When you open an umbrella in a typhoon, it will break because the wind's too strong. So first I tried to put holes in the umbrella. That way it wouldn't break in strong wind. Note, when using it, put a plastic sheet on it to transform it into an extra strong umbrella. The strengthened umbrella protects from thorns or branches blown by the wind. I guess that's how kids think. He acts like he was never a kid himself. What? No, it's nothing. I know a kid did the research, but it's still silly. I have an idea. The umbrella we found earlier might be part of the display for this research. Still, though, what's the point? I shrug and stuff it in my bag. I see the nicely folded dark plastic sheet among the garbage. Their blood denies him. Without conscious thought, I start speaking. Blood denies him. Does that mean to repel with blood? Hey, you've been mumbling to yourself. Give me a second. I pop open the wire umbrella. Then I spread the plastic sheet over it. Huh. Just like it said in that research paper, you can create something like an umbrella. But it's not fastened on. It'd be impossible to carry it around like this. So we'll have to hold it together to use it? Thankfully, there are two of us here. One person to open the umbrella first, and one person to spread the sheet. If we manage a combo like that, then we can use the bloodstained sheet as an umbrella. Sorry to make you wait. Do whatever you want. But you aren't really planning on using that as some kind of shield, are you? I'm not sure. But I get the feeling that everything is here for a reason. I ignore a look of suspicion from Ashita by studying the flashlight in my hand. It's not the sheet that's going to protect us, but the blood on the sheet.
it's a chicken. Research. Plan to strengthen weeds. Plants grow in sunlight, so I used a mirror to see what would happen under lots of light. Result. When I put lots of light on it, the leaves turned white and it got sick. What I learned. Shining too much light on plants is bad for them, too. Do I have to say something? No. Then no comment. An aquarium covered in moss. The glass is terribly stained, making it impossible to see inside. I hesitantly stick my hand in the tank. When I do, my fingers touch something cold. There's some water left inside. It's just water. For some reason, Mashita looks disappointed. Of course. There's enough water left inside that I could scoop it up if I had a container. I guess I can fill the water bottle with it. I take the plastic bottle out and put it in the tank. It gurgles as it fills with water. Bottle of water. What are you going to do with that? Well, certainly not drink it. Plastic bottle filled with water from the tank in a multipurpose room A. Dark green water is cloudy. So I got a mirror to shine extra light on a plant, and I've got a bottle of water. All I need is fertilizer. There's a chalk case attached to the blackboard. The aluminum chalk case is dense all over it, as if something hit it. Something's inside the chalk case. A worn-out talisman. Getting nice and healthy here. Sure hope a monster doesn't come along and just wreck my shit. Okay, looks to be all that's in this room. The next room is unlocked, but we searched that one. I guess things have changed. Lights. Can Mashita make out the scribbles? No. Staff room, still very empty and destroyed. Nothing going on in the storage room. There's an entrance to the underground room. It's still gross in here. There's a bed with a metal pipe frame. The mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here, and for a long time, too. Mattress oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. There's nothing and no one under it. Well, I got the mirror from the corpse. There's a ladder leading up. I think our business in there is concluded for now. Stairs still seem to be fine. Do we still have snakes upstairs? Yep, those aren't going away apparently. To the east end.
This room was fine, I believe. Open door. I moved a step into the classroom. And suddenly there's a strong grip on my shoulder. I glance at the hallway out of the corner of my eye. I'm pretty sure Mashida was on my other side. No, even if they were on this side, they'd have no reason to grab me. Calm down. I'm just imagining things. My voice doesn't sound very convincing. Don't panic. It's an illusion. Calm down. Hold it together. An icy chill envelops my right side. Brush it off. I easily brush it off. No, I'm dead. A groaning cry as cold as ice echoes out from their darkness. My heart struggles valiantly to keep beating. Then all I know is an unending silence. Oh, well, if I can just go back to that point, saves me a lot of backtracking. Don't shake off the child. When dealing with spirits, the best thing to do is ignore them, unless you can actively fight them, I guess. I guess it's an illusion. Hold it together is my clue. I make up my mind and quickly turn around. Oh no! Well, at least that one didn't kill me. I see a terrifying face in the darkness. Then an outline lying in wait for me. Close your eyes, don't look. I squeeze my eyes shut and pray. Safe. Just then. Hey, what's wrong? With Mashida's voice, the figure vanishes. I find myself standing in front of the door. Live to see another... Yeah. The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left until death closes in. Ooh! Oh, there's a little time left. You okay? Yeah. Mashida picked something off of my left shoulder. This is... The hand I felt gripping my shoulder was actually a rose thorn. But more importantly... Mashida, what's the matter? You're acting kinda... Acting kinda... what? Something's wrong. He's not acting normal. Amnesia. My heart pangs with worry. Is Mashida spacing out because the mark's curse has progressed? But I don't understand. I'm still the same. At least, as far as I know. Come on. Right. Mashida shuffles forward like a zombie. Something is seriously wrong. This is bad. Danger crept up on us so quickly. We're running out of time. His condition might get worse. I'll figure something out. Cobwebs. Or a white powder. It's a coarse powder. It glitters in the glow of the flashlight. I'm not really inclined to sticking it in my mouth to make sure, but it's probably salt. If I had a container, I could take some with me. Can I fill the bottle with salty water? The white powder seems to be salt. I take out the bottle of water and fill it with powder. Got salt water. First, purify with seawater. I hear that voice again. Seawater. So, would that be salt water then? The plants are dry and withered. Oh, well, I unfortunately just filled my bottle with salt, so no helping them now. Does the roof have a leak? The ceiling looks stained in places. Research. Plan to destroy weeds. Experiment. I poured different liquids on the weeds in my yard to see which was effective. Results. C. Miso soup and D. Salt water worked. Conclusion. Salt can destroy weeds. Dissolving salt in water first makes it easier for the plants to absorb and speeds the effect. Research. Observing office ladies. There are 6 office ladies who ride my train. I observed them for 10 days. I learned popular colors are brown and pink. Everyone's hair is brown, and their mouths are pink. Good job, kid. The mark is dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Oh, am I wasting time by looking at literally everything? Or did I look at all the things I needed to? A loud noise suddenly rings out. Ugh. A terrible pain runs through my wrist. It feels like something's biting into my bone. Mashida? Hey, are you listening? Yeah, I can hear you. At least he's replying to me. But the way he's acting is... We can't keep going like this. Move. Come on. My shout rings through the building. Last stand. Time simply passes while we have no clue where Moe is. My partner's acting strange too, like his memories are deteriorating. Why does it feel like death is closing in? We've nowhere to run. My only choice is to face the spirit using the information and tools I've gathered. And... Okay, kill weeds with bright light and salt water and... What else did I have? Protect ourselves with a sheet. Burn it with a flare. I don't think any of these red things are gonna help. Unless we can get the ghosts' favor by giving them red things. And that hat won't help us against anything. Yep, looked at everything there is to find in this room. The instant I step into the hallway, a strange, indescribable feeling hits me. Like a solid presence is closing in on me from deep within the darkness. Hello, little rabbit. It runs down the hallway. I thought that was it.
but it stops partway. It turns back as if to see what we were doing. Wait. Wait up. It's a rabbit, dude. I grab Mashida's wrist and chase after it. We chase after the rabbit and arrive at the eastern staircase. We chase the rabbit running up the eastern stairs. Don't you know there's a snake nest up there? Partway up, I trip over something. What's this? Moe's bag is on the staircase. Inside the bag is some random junk, along with her school jacket. What's this doing here? But if it's here, that means... Is Moe in the school? Where else was she gonna go? Then I remembered that we were chasing the rabbit. Where did... I look around for the creature. Just then, red drops of something fall from above. It's scarlet rose petals. I slowly raise my eyes up to the ceiling. The instant I see that, I let out a groan. It's heavily weighed with both fear and relief. Oh, good. It's just a naked Moe. And someone else is up there, too. Moe is up there hanging from the rose vines. It's her. He points at her, strangely amused. But she's not the only one up there. There's a corpse hiding in the vines, too. It looks like that guard. Suddenly, the vines snap like the weight is too much. Moe crashes painfully to the ground. Hey, hang in there. Yeah. I quickly glance over to make sure she's not hurt. Her mark is obvious. It's swollen, pulsing, and red like a large, dangerous-looking pomegranate. It looks like it's progressed a lot further than the mark on my wrist. I see. So this is why. Did she get desperate and come back to the school to try to do something? So you didn't run away. In any case, I need to get some clothes on her. I take the jacket out of her bag and slide her arm into a sleeve. She's still pretty out of it, but she manages to get the rest on by herself. Huh? Oh, it's you, mister. Why? The mark's progression must be affecting her just like Mashida. I doubt anything I say will make sense to her. And besides, right now... He's here. Hanahiko is here. I know. But what should I do? What am I supposed to do? There's nowhere to hide. I look at Moe and Mashida. Their eyes are unfocused, so they're not going to be any help. We'll die here. We'll all die here. I'm the only one who might have a chance of overturning that fate. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Mary's words echo in my head. I open my bag and look through everything I picked up throughout the school. Is one of these the key? But it all looks like junk. Garbage is all I have. Hanahiko. When I first saw him in the mirror, he was just a monster. But now I feel like I know why he came to be. I'll just have to face him. Believe that I have the final key. Believe. Trust in myself. Who to rely on? Their weaknesses would be adults? Or is that just going to make them mad?
Can't save it this time, can I? Doesn't look like it. If I need something to repel the child, then the umbrella is going to be my best bet, I think. The lipstick feels like the thing they would want. Salt water is going to be good for protecting ourselves against plants if they use those. Oh, and they shoot thorns. Yeah, that umbrella feels like the right call. It'd be a little rough to the ghost kid. A couple of adults. I grab them, shake their shoulders, and yell. Get it together. There's nowhere to hide. We have to go. Come with me. Hanahiko. Ashida makes a vague sound. But that's good enough. We're going to release him from his curse. They coming. Didn't you know? Strange big people aren't allowed in school. I hate evil grown-ups. Just die already. Facing a spirit. To defeat a spirit, you must use the right item at the right time. Both you and your partner can use one item each. Choose according to the situation. Some items are limited use, so please take care. Check the number to the right. Also, some items cannot be used when facing a spirit. When facing a spirit, 2 items can be used together. This is a combo action. It is executed if you and your partner use the right items. You can read the spirit file or item descriptions at any time. Open your bag using X. Rumors. Look into a specific mirror, a strange child appears. Rumor says you must never answer yes to Hanahiko's question. Hates adults. To find out if the rumors are true, we head to the abandoned school. See the mark. Mysterious black rabbit. Harassing would be concerning. Ghostly boy appeared to answer some of his questions. No more big people here, he said, like he was chasing something. Then we heard a horrible scream. There, I heard a whisper in my voice. Purify with red. Surprise. Boy likes to dress up in pretty clothing. Shoots thorns like bullets. Is there a way to repel a spirit with a grudge like that? Their blood denies him. Provided that sheet has still got blood caked on it. Repel the spirit before dawn. The wire umbrella used for students' plastic sheet died from the corpse. There's no point to using it as an umbrella, but if one opens it, could cover it with the sheet, the blood of the dead. In other words, something that's close to the spirit. If we use it against him, it may work, like a shield of blood. Time simply passes while we have no clue where Moa is. My partner is acting strange. Tries to face the spirit using the information and tools I've gathered.
My partner for the showdown okay with that? Plus, how am I going to deal with the threat at the thorn? I've heard so many riddles, but I don't know. Purify with seawater first. What's that about? Guess I'll have to do it before anything else. I'll think this through in order to survive. So I use the umbrella to shield myself to get in close. I hit them with salt water and then purify them with lipstick. Range on lipstick is short. Range on the water is short. I can open the umbrella for long. I can spread the plastic sheet for long. The mirror I don't feel like is gonna do much. Oh, I could also try burning them with a flare. That's probably not gonna do anything. Where the hell? Oh, God. The scroll wheel on my mouse is so bad. Plastic sheet. Wire umbrella. I put the wire umbrella over the plastic sheet. And Hiko thrashes his vines indiscriminately. Oh no, I died. My vision darkens. I can see the spirits slowly drawing closer. Oof. Sounds like my ribs exploded from my chest or something. Face the spirit again? I'm wondering if it matters who uses what. We managed to open the umbrella, right? Did it describe whether it was hitting or covering me or Mashida? Apparently I can use the salt water. It's too far away to use this. God, this mouse wheel sucks. I really need to, like, clean this thing or something. I mean, if it's a matter of protection, then I guess the hard hat would do something. Maybe? Plastic sheet's not going to protect me if I don't have anything to raise it.
Those slippers are probably not going to do anything either, right? I don't know. Let's use the hand mirror and the hard hat. Hanahiko stares at himself in the mirror. There's no red stuff. Thrashing indiscriminately. Ow! Okay. How do I get close enough? Did I make the wrong choice bringing Mashida? Maybe. Oh, we're all the way back here. Well, let's try calling for him this time. I turn to Mashida and open my mouth to tell them. When I do, I see a terrifying face in the darkness. Then an outline lying in wait for me. Close and pray. Hello, turkey sandwich. How you doing? I squeeze my eyes and shut and pray. Just in. Hey, what's wrong? Yep, running out of time. Shot me with a thorn. Ow. Oh, I shouldn't have gone this far back. It hasn't been too bad so far. Just a couple of, like, I'll raise my flashlight and there'll be a spooky face, and then it disappears. There is some pretty grotesque body horror and a lot of risque angles that we'll see very shortly. Can I water the plant? No. Then I guess I'll just fill up my bottle. I have salty water. First purify with seawater. Do I maybe purify myself? No, I should throw that at the kid to remove the plants. How far am I? Well, this is the first case, so I'm guessing there's more than one. I think we're right near the end of it. I just have to figure out how to exorcise the ghost without dying. 6 office ladies who ride my train. They like brown and pink. The time is upon us. Ba, 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 ba. I guess I can make a save right before the fight and determine who I want to use in case Moe is better to have. What I've had to do it there, I can't actually remember when my last point of access is. Banui. Well, we started with a couple of kids who were one was researching occultic stuff, and the other one just happened to be a victim of it. Brought the occult freak along. She's gone missing at some point. We ran into this guy in the building, and he's currently assisting us. And yes, Moe went missing. Huh, that's weird. I wonder where she is. Don't look up. And risque. Why would you do this, ghost child? Yeah, wow, indeed. Seemed a bit unnecessary. I'm gonna have to do some research to make sure that the rest of these missions don't get any more graphic. Actually, maybe I should have checked if this game was on the Steam no stream list. I don't think it is. That's usually just for like straight pornographic games. There you go, decent again. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. They hate adults. So if I bring Moe along, then all of its attacks should be focused on me, I guess. Bring Moe. We started this mission together, we'll end it together. Okay, round 3. Hanahiko is staring at Moe. Hey, they aren't a grown-up. Fine. Only big people die, Kay? A sound like slithering vines comes from Hanahiko's direction. The next thing I know, a small sharp object grazes my face. Missed. You won't be so lucky next time. I get the feeling Hanahiko's planning to attack me from a distance. I need to do something to reach him from this far away. Yep. Yeah, this was definitely the right call. Now I know where all the attacks are going instead of him attacking haphazardly. Still, though, I use the wire umbrella. And you use the plastic sheet. Will this protect me this time? I ready the cobbled together umbrella. This should be able to block the thorns. What the heck is that? That umbrella is in my way. His cold voice rings out, sounding slightly angry. Shoot the thorn. The thorn fires as fast. The thorn fire as fast as bullets, but only bounce off the bloodstained sheet. Their blood denies him, so that's what it meant. The impact of the thorns causes the sheet to start to fall off the umbrella. If we don't put it back on, we won't be able to protect ourselves. Oh, they're getting closer. Hanahiko sways closer, as if the umbrella is irritating him. We might be able to do something if he comes a little closer. To defeat a spirit, you must use a specific item to weaken them. Can't be used until a spirit is as close as possible. When that happens, the screen outline will glow red. Endure the spirit's attacks until they are in range. Well, the only other thing I have to protect myself with is a holy hard hat, and it's not for not for adults, and doesn't have any padding, and it has a hole in it. Wire umbrella. Plastic sheet. Protect me! Ping. Oh, your hand's still there, just like rotted tree bark. I think the border's glowing red, but not very hard. Can't imagine how much closer they'd get. It doesn't look like I'm allowed to use it yet. Wire umbrella. Plastic sheet. Come on, what's the matter? Can't you hit me? Hanahiko comes up close. Countless vines wriggle in his oddly shaped head. They're like poisonous snakes about to strike their prey. At this distance, the umbrella is pretty useless. It's obvious I'll be killed instantly if I don't do anything. This close distance is my only chance. Should I use an attack against spirits, or an attack against plants? Is there a way I can fight back? Use... come on, down the list, down the list. Salt water to purify. And... I want to use the... lipstick after. Protect yourself with a hat. Throw the salt water. The vines hit with the salt water quickly stop moving. In the hazy darkness, I could see Hanahiko's face twisting in pain.
How mean. Are you going to tease me now too, mister?
He starts sniffling as if he's about to cry. He looks weakened. How to defeat spirits. Defeat a weakened spirit by using a specific item. Choose an item based on the info you've gathered. You only have one chance. Think carefully. They are weakened. Use the lipstick. Give them the red. And then I guess I can try using the mirror since it's infinite. I smear the lipstick on him and try to place the mirror in front. We put the lipstick on Hanahiko and place the hand mirror in front of him. He stares at his reflection.
This is red stuff. I've been looking for this for so long. My keepsake from my mom.
Are these memories from when he was alive? He smiles with his red lips.
Am I pretty?
Don't answer that. The spirit melts into the darkness with a smile on his face. I don't sense Hanahiko anymore.
Did we win? Seriously?
Yeah. Kinda hard to believe, but looks like we did.
Mister! My mark disappeared.
Moe cheers as she studies her leg. Her mark had been burned into her right thigh.
Oh, what about yours?
Oh yeah, my right hand.
Ah! Oh, so unfair.
It's still there. My mark looks exactly the same as before. Why? Why isn't it going away?
Sorry, mister.
It's almost dawn. Am I going to die? So, this is where you've been. My head suddenly stopped feeling fuzzy, and then my mark was gone. Looks like you did it.
Yeah, but he still has his mark.
Let's head back. Maybe Mary knows something.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, mister. Let's go.
Moe leads the way.
Huh?
Moe is digging through her bag.
Oh no, my wallet's missing. Maybe I dropped it earlier.
Her glance back at the school is confused.
But you're definitely more important right now. We gotta hurry and get back.
Go on.
Huh?
Just make sure you're back in 5 minutes. Go. Get moving. That's not colored correctly.
Right. Thanks.
Molly rushes back into the school. You're pretty calm, considering. How's Mashida? Does he still have his mark? Moe shrinks in the distance until they disappear inside the building. Bitingly cold wind whips past me. It's coming from the school. That's not normal, especially for the start of summer. The wind dies down, and out of nowhere I get a really bad feeling. Should I have let Moe go back inside? Probably not. Five minutes pass. Moe isn't back yet. Idiot. This is no time to dawdle. We better check. Yeah, the mark is rumored to kill anybody who has it. Slowly turns red over time, and I'm apparently doomed to die at the next dawn. So I'm very limited on time. I step inside and go down the right hallway. I make it all the way in front of the room where we fought Hanahiko, but I don't see Moe anywhere. Strange. This should be the place.
Mister? Oh, good. She's all right. You scared the crap out of me. What are you doing here?
You're late, so I came looking for you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's dark, so it took longer. I should have borrowed the flashlight.
She bows in apology. I'm so relieved. A huge weight lifts off my shoulders when I see she's okay. Hey, let's get a move on already. We all climb into the car and head straight to Kujo Mansion.
Welcome back. My mark's gone, so that must mean you beat Hanahiko, right? Miss Moe seems to be okay, too. You're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong? You're not smiling. Well, his mark hasn't disappeared. What? Why not?
Hey, Yoshiki. I'll fill the pipsqueak in. You go hear what Mary has to say.
Welcome back, Lord Yoshiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations are in order.
Her tone is the same as always, but for some reason it grates on me. What's so great about it? Why hasn't my mark vanished?
It is likely the one who gave it was not Hanahiko.
Cool, I wasted my night. I'm suddenly lightheaded, the world fading. I'd risked my life during that investigation, and it was completely useless to me. I guess all that's left is waiting for dawn and my death.
Lord Yoshiki, if it is all right with you, would you mind showing me your mark?
I hold my arm out toward Mary. Her neck shifts slightly as she stares at the mark.
It is as I thought. It is only a minuscule fraction, but the fate I sense from this mark has been distorted.
What does that mean? Is it because I beat Hanahiko?
The flame of your life was indeed fading at one point, but it has now become brighter.
Are you saying I'm not going to die at dawn?
That is correct.
My sigh of relief is so deep it feels like my soul is escaping my body. The mark's still burned on me, but it seems I'll be okay for now.
It appears the mark you bear is different from the ones I know of, but there is no doubt that it was given to you by a spirit.
Then there are other spirits like Hanahiko that give people marks?
Yes. Spirits born of grudges have an insatiable hatred for the living. This persistent hatred is not sated by simply killing the living. Rather, they drag their victims to the depths of despair before their death. That is what they desire. The mark is an effective method.
Spirits who wish to terrorize the living. The more I hear, the less I understand.
It appears something within H-City can easily create such spirits, though I could not say what it is.
So for me to escape my mark, I need to find the spirit that gave it to me and take care of it then?
Yes, it is logical to believe the mark will disappear with the spirit. That is the only way to escape death and regain your memories.
Oh, yeah, and they also cause amnesia more and more as you get closer to your death.
It will soon be dawn. I am sure that you are all tired. Please, rest. You are free to use any room. Thank you so much. Seriously. If you hadn't been there, I probably would have been killed by Hanahiko. But when I think about you still having your mark, it's hard to be happy. Well, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Or good morning.
You did great work today. You're much more competent than all the other adults I know. Though it only makes sense for adults to help children. It will be challenging from now on. My schoolwork has suffered due to my memory loss. I need to study hard to catch up. You do your best too. Well then, good night.
Kid, you gotta get your priorities in order.
Think I'm heading off myself. With that mess of trouble taken care of, I'm sure I'll crash right away. Oh, right. Here. Have this. He pulls a small paper item from his beat-up coat and hands it to me. It looks like a newspaper article. It's about that boy who died. Before he was adopted, he'd lived with his mother. She understood her son, unlike his hard-headed adoptive father. She'd put makeup on him in front of a mirror. She very much doted on him. After all that hell at a young age, then dying, that was probably his only good memory. Mashida's smile is sad. Well, it's up to you how you interpret it. Do whatever you want. See ya. Lord Yashiki, there is something I must tell only you. About those who lost their marks. They must leave in the morning. Those who escape their fate should return to their daily lives. That is the will of Lady Saya.
So I'll be the only one left behind. I feel like a student repeating a grade.
Lord Yashiki, by any chance, are you uneasy about being the solo occupant in this mansion?
You're here.
I must express my extreme gratitude that you hold me in such regard, although the things I am capable of are rather limited.
Mary stares unblinkingly at me. I could just be extrapolating it, but it seems like she's thinking about something.
Now then, Lord Yashiki, it would be for the best that you take your rest as well. Please find me when you are ready. Farewell.
Mashida's collection of articles. There are no mark bearers to choose from. Aww. Alright, I should definitely save here. There it is. Save.
Are you retiring to bed?
I mean, what other things do I even have to do? Can I leave? It's nearly dawn. I better get some rest. So, talking is probably going to put us right into the next chapter, which I think I'd rather do all in one big chunk. So I think we're going to call it there. Oh yeah, cut off my arm. If I don't have an arm, then what mark will get me? I always wondered that for Berserk with the brand. There were people who were lucky enough to have it like in the palm of their hand or on the back of their hand or on their forearm. Guts, not so lucky. Casca, not so lucky. But oh, Corcus, not so lucky. But for people like Pippin, I wonder if they could have just cut their hand off to avoid the brand. Probably doesn't work that way. It's probably tied to the soul. Alright, yeah. So that will be it for the night. We will continue some more Spirit Hunter Deathmark on Sunday, maybe, though I got stuff for both Sunday and Monday, and it's more likely that I'll be able to do it on do a stream on Sunday, but my hopes aren't high. And I will maybe do some more research on this game and find out how risque the future scenes get if I have to do any sort of censoring. Okay, well, thank you very much for stopping by. I will see you again next time. Take care, and good night.